welcome to my channel. I'm Mama Smiley21, or you can call me Smiley for short. I am redoing a couple videos because somehow they got broken, and hopefully we can get that fixed. So, going back over these brushes, I will be testing directions. I will show you the ones that have directions, that are directionally, and then some other simple tests just so you can kind of see what this brush pack has for you and to see if it is the brush pack for you or what you're looking for. So on this Art Nouveau, unfortunately it doesn't show all the brushes. So you're going to see my mouse go down and you're not going to see anything. So you have dab, there's also deco chain, open boxes, rectangle, rectangle 2, scales, which is a directional specific type of brush in certain situations, splatter, spiral, square within a square, and triangle. Now triangle is very direction specific, so we're actually going to start backwards with this particular brush just because I want to show you the ones that are more specific first. So on your triangle 1 brush, which they don't have a triangle 2, so don't really know why it's labeled that way, but anyways, if we're doing our diagonals and we're going out, as you can see, your triangle direction will change. Okay, I'm gonna go back 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna make this just a little bit smaller, like about here. I think is good. And then I'm gonna show you going from in to out, and so I can show you kind of the, I don't know what happened right there. So that's going in. So you can tell that the triangles, if you look, they will change depending on what direction you're doing. So it's going to make a difference how you do them. So the next test I'd like to show you guys is going like the directions up, down, left, and right, particularly on this brush because it is pretty specific. I do like to show you also a couple, I don't know how you would, alright, so if you're doing it like a spiral pattern, up or down, I guess like kind of like how people would color a shade maybe is how I would describe this, because so if you're doing kind of like a zigzag, if you're doing kind of a more wavy pattern, and then spiraling the 2 different directions. And then I want to show you what it does if you put multiple colors on each other, because sometimes they do a thing, sometimes they don't, just so you can kind of see. So that's sort of what you're looking at with those. And then I'm not going to do any of the speed and the pressure tests on this brush because it doesn't do anything different. It stays exactly the same. The next one I want to show you, and I'm not doing them in order at this time, although normally I will, because I'm going to do the ones that make more difference first, and then I'll go back. Okay, so if you're going to do a spiral on this one, it is the direction that you go from like in out, it will make a difference. So if you're doing, it makes kind of like a flower, and then if you do this, it's going to go like that. So just letting you know. This one is not, doesn't really change if you go like that. If you're doing like a swirly color type pattern, or if you're a zigzag kind of pattern. The wave. I'm just gonna start calling this the wave. It's like an S-shaped wave. And then your colors on top of each other. I'm not exactly, I don't know that I would say they blend. They don't stack. They kind of, they don't fully opaque stack. They kind of do a little bit of both. So we're going to go ahead and move on. Alright, so these next few brushes, actually I'm going to do the deco chain next because that is pretty specific direction wise. I'm going to make this brush a little bigger. So this is your deco chain brush. I'm actually going to go back. Just kidding, I'm going to make it smaller. So I'm having a bit of a delay on my tablet / program today. It almost looks like a thumbprint. Okay, so it's not quite, maybe about here. So this is it waving. It's going to do the different colors while I do this real quick for you. So that's kind of the wave sort of pattern. Maybe 16 would be better. Alright, so waving that direction and that direction. We'll create that effect. Zigzag creates that effect. Swirling, it's gonna do this. It's like a spiral swirl. So this is a spiral that goes outward, a spiral that goes inward. And then your different directions. This is going to be pretty specific directionally on you. So you will want to kind of pay attention a little bit direction specific. This is also one of the brushes that will, your speed, not so much the pressure. I'll do a little bit of a pressure test. So there's this kind of soft and slow, kind of medium and medium speed, and then hard and hard speed, or whatever. And then like fast versus slow is gonna do slightly different things. My hand might also be shaky a little bit. So, you know, depending on what you're trying to do with the brush. So then from there, we're just gonna, so this brush can be dabbed. A lot of the ones in this pack cannot be. Okay, so that's what your dabbing is gonna look like. I'll dab on top of this so you can see. They kind of, for the most part, they do a bit of an opaque stack. Just so you're aware. I don't believe this is a direction or anything specific. So spirals, zigzags, and then kind of your S. And it's just gonna kind of do this. It's gonna not really. And it does, these brushes, all these brushes do work on both light and dark backgrounds just fine. So the next one is the open boxes, and it just does this. And I'm not going to do a whole lot of the other things because it doesn't really change much. But that is how your colors are going to layer. So then your next brush is this rectangle one. And then I'll do the spiral, the zigzag, and then the kind of the S shape right there for you. So it's going to be kind of the difference. And then while I have this, I'll just go ahead and stack it for you like that. That's how they, that's what it does. And they don't really dab very good. You kind of have to push down and draw your brush out. I don't know how to explain what I'm saying about that. Your next brush is called Rectangle 2. So here's kind of a spiral. Here's it zigzagged, and then here's the S. And then this one could potentially make a good basket one. Let me show you the different colors. So you can kind of see that for yourself. This is called Splatter. It works on both. I prefer it on the dark background personally. Here's it stacked. Here's kind of this. And then it doesn't really do much different depending on how you do it. And nothing else really changes on this brush. So I'm not going to really go over that anymore because, you know, your soft and your hard look the same. Your fast and your slow pretty much looks the same for the most part. So it's not going to change that much on you. Here's a spiral brush. Zigzag, wave, spiraling. And then the way these colors work on top of each other is like that. There's no real difference in anything else on this brush, so I'm just gonna move on. There's these, the last brush in the set is called Square Within a Square, and here's your spiral, zigzag, kind of back and forth, and then here's how your colors are gonna kind of go if you put them on top of each other, and it works on both. And that's all for this brush set. I hope you found it informative and it helps you make a choice on whether this is the brush set for you, and this video is not sponsored. I hope you all have an amazing day. Don't forget to do something kind for someone, and I will see you next time.